Hello everybody, this is Joel Saad. Today I will present a tragic topic about getting professional help for video game addiction. Sean Willie loved an online computer game so much that he played it just minutes before committing suicide. The 21-year-old Addicts, Wisconsin man was addicted to EverQuest video game. He sacrificed everything in his real life so he could play for hours, days, and months, ignoring his family, quitting his job, and losing everything in his real life just for a 3D virtual game. In almost every household, there is a potential for a silent thief of life, video games. Many of us are not aware that for some, video game playing can become a drug, with the possibility of being turned into addiction to destroy their own life, the life of their parents, partners, and loved ones. The 21-year-old Addicts man who killed himself because of his EverQuest video game addiction is the son of Liz Willie, the co-founder of Online Gamers Anonymous. It's an organization she set up in 2002, 1 year after her son committing suicide. Organization purpose is to help, assist, and encourage those who are affected by video game addiction. Today, I would like to share with you how video game disorder is a health risk that requires society collaboration to get professional help and treatment. I will cover the definition of video gaming disorder, the scope of the problem, the science of video game addiction, and how similarity it is to other types of addiction, and I will provide the solution of the video game addiction. According to the World Health Organization, gaming disorder is impaired control over gaming, increasing priority giving to gaming over other activities. It takes precedence over interests with escalation of gaming despite the negative consequences. The scope of the video gaming addiction. According to 2015 Pinnacle Counseling article, it's difficult to estimate the number of U.S. children impacted by gaming addiction. The American Medical Association stated that up to 90% of U.S. children regularly play video games. 15% of them may be addicted. That means as many as 5 million U.S. children may be addicted to video games. Daniel King reported in April 2020 article, The Screening and Assessment Tools for Gaming Disorder, that online gaming is a billion-dollar industry that targets individuals of all ages on a global scale. As we can see here from Reuters.com, in 2018 itself, gaming revenue reaches $116 billion, more than all other categories of entertainment. We have the digital music, which is about 17 billion, film box office 41 billion, television 105 billion, and over 10% more comes gaming for 116 billion. And now I'd like to shed light on the science of video gaming addiction. Here is what to look for in yourself or someone close to you, your partner, your child, your friend. To know the signs of video gaming addiction, we have inability to keep track of time spent gaming, becoming violent when games are removed from use, unable to quit or play less, needing to spend more and more time playing to feel good, neglecting family and friends, experiencing problems with school or job performance, experiencing feelings for anger, depression, moodiness, and anxiety when you are not gaming. You can see in this slide how Sean looked like after 6 months of being addicted to EverQuest. Here, the point, how video game addiction is similar to other types. According to Elizabeth Harty in her report in 2020 article, she reported that video game addiction is similar to others in terms of amount of time spent playing strong emotional attachment to play, and social difficulties experienced by gaming addicts. Online Gamers Anonymous can sum up the losses people have experienced because of excessive time spent playing video games, like failed marriages, broken families, neglected children, loss of real friends and real life, loss of job, failing grades, lost college degrees, and loss of time, months, years. So the real mental, emotional, physical, social, and financial lives of our sons, daughters, spouses, friends are all the loss due to that loss of our real lives into just a game. Besides, there has been physical death where video gaming was a contributing factor. From self-neglect, exhaustions, parental neglect of children, committing suicide, murders, and mass shootings. We can see in this slide, like any other types of addiction, either you die, go insane, or you quit. Sean Willie decided to commit suicide. He decided to die. Now I identified the problem, we recognize the sign and the harmful effects of video game addiction. But before moving to the solution, I like to quote some of Betty Williams' words. There is no use talking about the problem unless we talk about the solution and provide the treatment. The solutions here has 4 pillars of treatment. Prevention is always better than cure. Getting professional help, including gaming addiction, among Diagnostic Statistical Manual of Mental Disorder, and raise public awareness. How prevention is better than cure? Always set time limits for play and stick to that. Keep electronic devices out of bedroom. Get involved in other types of activities, including physical exercises. Parents should be good monitors. They have to pay attention to the 3 C's: the content, the context, and the child. American Academy of Pediatrics recommended that parents has to monitor the quality and age appropriateness of the gaming, recognizing that video game should not displace meal times, appropriate sleeping times, family times, work and school times. Getting professional help. Today, when you attempt to get help for a person who has a problem with video gaming, many times you are laughed at by the professional. They claim it's only a game and there is nothing wrong about video game, and they are just for entertaining. Some official therapists are underestimating the consequences of video game addiction. So the advice here provided from the Online Gamers Anonymous is, as a member, you are warned when looking for professional help for video game addiction. If the mental health professional dismisses the legitimacy of the addiction, you have to consider finding someone else. Someone can deal with the problem seriously. In the United States today, health insurance does not cover treatment for video gaming addiction. And this is one of the pillars, that gaming disorder is not recognized by the American Psychiatric Association. The Diagnostic Statistical Manual of Mental Health needs to include video gaming addiction among the diagnostic codes to ensure that insurance companies will pay for the treatment. The final pillar of the treatment, and the last one, is raising the public awareness. Video game disorder can be just as serious as drug abuse. Just because you haven't encountered it, it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. No, it exists. We need to be diligent with the technology used in our homes for ourselves as well as families and loved ones. So before jumping to the conclusion, I'd like to quote some of Leo Pascali's words. Our life is God's gift to us. What we do with our life is our gift to God. There is a book written written by Liz Willie, Your Son Did Not Die in Vain. It's a true story. She expressed everything about her son, how he get involved. It's a good resource you can rely on. In addition to the website Online Gamers Anonymous, it has a lot of sharing experiences, stories, in addition to help if you need help and assistance. So to summarize it, like any other type of addiction, video game addiction can have physical, social, financial, and emotional consequences. We must raise the awareness of this problem. We have to facilitate effective diagnosis, encourage individuals, families to practice living a healthy, balanced life. The last slide of my presentation, this is Sean Willie Grave. And I like to quote some phrases here. In Liz Willie book, Your Son Did Not Die in Vain, I like to quote that the bravest thing I ever did was continuing my life when I wanted to die. I have the power to say this is not how my story will end. And I believe every and each one listen to me now, and he's some sort of gaming addict. He will choose and decide that this is not how his or her story will end. Thank you.